Hello and welcome to the Power Weekend in Egtved in southern Jutland for round 4 of the Danish Tractor Pulling Championships. The recent hot fine weather has changed to sunshine and showers, and there are many people here who hope that the showers are few and far between, although many of them are farmers and desperately need the rain. Well, there are 9 classes today and we'll be featuring 4 of them, beginning with the 4-ton B division. A Belgium sledge has driven all night to be here, and as they add the weights, just a reminder that the idea of this sport is to pull the sledge down a 100-metre track and make a full pull, which will get you into a final where the winner is the tractor pulling the furthest. There's a good crowd who've come to watch, so here's the list of the competitors for the first class. Herbie has yet to be beaten, much to the delight of Anja Hansen, the only girl pulling today, but Hingston and Blue Lightning will definitely be a tough challenge. Now this is Blue Boss with Morten Schurup, getting the show on the road. As he's first in the class, he's the test pull, checking the sledge setting is okay. Well, he's either found a lot of grip, a lot of get up and go, or the sledge setting is too light. Like an express train there, well, Martin makes a full pull, but they've decided to add more weight to the sledge, and Martin will have to pull again. That's tough luck, Martin. Those boots weren't made for walking, but they do help with the braking, which is the main way of steering these tractors. Oh, heavy on the right pedal, Frank. Just kept it in, but he lost valuable speed and distance. And I guess he'll be happy with that. Frank Christensen makes 88.41 for Gladiator. On now to Red Rooster, who's gathered 21 points so far and is in 6th place in the points table. It's a Transmash motor and a Volvo chassis. Getting perilously close to out of bounds. Oh, and unable to keep it in. And that's disqualification for Red Rooster. There are 8 rounds in the championship, with the last one at Yallerup at the end of August. That's the heavy sledge chain, and then on with the kill switch wire for Kermit and Morten Poulsen. He's got a Tatra V10. Oh, and there's no problem keeping that online. And into the middle 70s with that pull. 75.23. And Morten says, well, unfortunately, we don't have so much horsepower, so we can't use a high gear. We're not strong enough. And that's what you call a calorie-controlled diet. 1 million calories a day at least. Well, that's the 14-litre Scania V8 that powers Bison, along with its driver Bernd Clemensen. Bernd comes from Tinglu, close to the German border, and he needs 88.42 to take the lead. Steaming down the middle, but then being brought to a halt when the weight box reached the end of the sledge. And that was 87.1 for Bison, just over a metre short of Gladiator, who's still in the lead. Blue Lightning has finished 3rd in the last 2 events, and Thomas Berg told me that he's just fitted a new turbo and was really looking forward to today's pull. The Scania's giving him the power, and it looks like the turbo's done the job. So full pull to Blue Lightning, and that's thrown down a challenge to the 4 who are left to pull. One of which is Starlight with Michael Hansen, who's a 24-year-old lorry driver from the island of Fyn. His Tatra V12 springs to life. Not the speed of Blue Lightning. And almost screeching to a halt there. In the early 70s, I think. 72.82 for Starlight. He said, I don't think I had enough turbo pressure. I think I'll have to build it up a bit if I want to do better. And that will have to wait until the next round at the beginning of July. Now this is Hingston with 3 second places to his credit. Can Kim Jensen join Blue Lightning in the final? All he needs is a full pull. Let's see if he's up for it. Oh, getting unbalanced about 70 metres, and then everything went wrong. That was a surprise. Let's see it again from our end camera. he gets to 70 metres and it goes pear-shaped. And Kim said, well, it hopped much too much, and then the gearbox broke, so new gearbox. 87.43 for Hingston, but then there was more bad news for Kim. He dropped some weights on the track, and that's automatic disqualification. And this is the leader in the class, Anja Hansen and Herbie, and hoping to make it 4 wins in a row. Cruising down the middle, and easily over for a full pull with one more to go. At least we have a two-way final. Now can Shrek and Morten Poulsen join them? Well, we've just heard that Blue Boss, who had the test pull at the beginning, has had problems and won't be pulling again. And I don't think Shrek is going to frighten anyone with this run. Over and out in the rain with a distance of 33.25. So we have a two-way final. Blue Lightning against Herbie, and this rain is going to make it tricky. The clay track will be very slippery, making it difficult to get grip. We'll just have to wait and see who makes the best pull in the conditions. Blue Lightning and Thomas Berg. Making a good start. They've added an extra 2 tons to the weight box, so I don't think he'll get anywhere near the 100-metre mark. All close to the chalk on his left, and giving Anja a distance of 74.14 to aim at. It seems that the shower has passed, and end flagman Lars Madsen marks the distance of Blue Lightning. Anja on her marks, taking it easy at the start and then increasing speed as she picks up grip. Oh, and I'm sure it's 4 out of 4 for Herbie. A great run there. 85.04 the distance, just over 10 metres more than Blue Lightning. And Gladiator with Frank Christensen was third, and you can see all the results at tractorpulling.dk. In the points table, Herbie has a big lead from Hingston and Bison. And here are the 3 winners. And Anja was not sure she'd won until she had stopped.
Pull-off is difficult. The weather is not okay, but Herbie do what she do, and I won again.
Moving on to the next class, where they're adjusting the sledge. It's the 0.95 ton modifieds, where Wild Toy has won the first 2 events convincingly, but anything can happen in this sport. There are 5 competitors: Ghost, Wild Toy, Enterprise, First Choice and Boss, and fortunately the sun is out again. Wild Toy is first into the arena. He's recut his tyres to maximise his speed, and in a week's time he'll be trying to defend his Nordic Championships in Sweden. Good start, good speed, very good pull. A nice way to start the class. Full pull to Wild Toy and Jørn Lauritsen, as we see it again from our onboard camera.
Den bider godt.
And Jørn says, well, the track has got a good grip and I could drive straight, so that was great. 6 points behind in the points table is Enterprise, driven by the Irishman Eric O'Donovan. He normally finds it difficult to drive in a straight line. Maybe today will be different. Well, it seems to be. In fact, not bad at all. And Eric will be pleased with that. Full pull to Enterprise. So we'll have a pull-off final. Now this is First Choice, with Torben Madsen in charge. He's a mechanic who repairs pumps for a living. And he used to be part of the Black Lady team, who we'll see later in the 4.5 ton modified. On his way. Whoa, getting off track, braking left, then right. He must have been taking lessons from Eric. But despite everything, he makes a full pull, so well done, Torben. Here it is from the end camera, and you can see he certainly was using all of the track. Boss didn't get off the line last time, but Bjarne Sorensen is hopeful he's found the problem. He started well at least. Oh, but then it all went wrong about the 50-metre mark. 56.83 for Boss.
It's the second time it jumped out of gear, and now we'll redo the gear pullers when we're coming home, and then we'll try in Sweden. It can be badass now, I think.
Well, this is the last competitor, Ghosts with Kim Schultz, and he uses a Rover Meteor tank engine. Getting coupled up. And firing on all cylinders today. Slowing now, but I think he's got enough speed to make the 100. Yes, over he goes. That is our 4th full pull. He said, "That's great, our first really good full pull. Now I just hope we can do well in the final." Well, they're adjusting the sledge, making it harder for the final, where we have Wild Toy, Enterprise, First Choice and Ghost bidding for the honours. This is Wild Toy, and it seems that Johan Lauritsen has a problem. No score for the points leader, and that is a surprise.
Gearbox. Something is broken in it in the gearbox. I cannot put it in the front gear.
So bad luck for Johan. Oh, good luck for him. And maybe also Eric. All's well in love and war, as they say, and trying to win the championships as well. Let's see what Enterprise can do. Oh, sliding over to his right. Braking hard. And at least he stayed in bounds. With a distance of 90.4. And that could well be good enough to win. But Torben Madsen and First Choice stand in their way. Torben's going to need to make the run of the season to pull it off. And he's not as fast as Enterprise. Beginning to run out of steam. And he stops well short of the marker point. So First Choice is second with 1 to run. His distance 72.94. Eric waiting nervously to see if he's won his first event of the year. And Kim Schultz knows he needs 90.41. Can his Rover Meteor deliver? Kim looking down. Something's not right. Oh well. But third place will give him 10 points, and that's his best result of the season. 41.2 for Ghost, and the result looks like this. Wild Toy was 4th, which means that Enterprise edges into the lead in the points table, with First Choice still 6 points ahead of Ghost. As we go to the podium, and Eric still can't believe he's taken first place.
I think it was control and Irish look. I think it was a little bit of both. It drove the way I wanted it to drove. When it went great. First place was not half bad.
On now to the third class of the day, the Volvo Pro Stocks, as we look at the competitors, 6 to the start, and it'll be interesting to see if the championship leaders can get back to winning ways. Well, this is Il Tempo Gigante with Bo Svensson from Tisted in northern Denmark. He's got an 8.3 litre case diesel, easing forward on the throttle. Oh, is this going to be a full pull? No. Getting into the nervous 90s, but nothing more. 90.16 for Bo Svensson. Also from North Jutland, this is Blue Rabbit. We moved our camera position briefly to the 115 metre mark. And this is a good pull for the man from Yalra. And he does get it out the end. That's a full pull to Blue Rabbit. Paul Guile putting on his safety harness. Currently third in the championship, just 1 point behind John Deere. Oh, and getting into all sorts of problems at the 30 metre mark, and that will really have shaken him up. but apparently no problems below. But just look at this in slow-mo. And to cap it all, he lost his fire extinguisher here on the track, so he will be disqualified. A wild one there from Paul. Now Booker Bruiser. Jakob Jensen told us anything can happen in this class because the teams are so close. Well, we've seen that from Paul. And Jakob, everything under control, a fine full pull from the championship leader. And we will have a pull-off final. Great. John Deere broke his engine at the last event and has replaced it with a new one. He's won the last 2 Eurocups events with it, so it would seem that there's a bright side to every misfortune. Rasmus Højen high in the air. Oh, and he is flying. Touching down about 110 meters. A fine full pull. I spoke to Rasmus back in the pits.
A new engine, a lighter engine. So we got more weight in the front now, but not enough, you can see.
And now the last to pull. Blue Bambino, who won the last event, and Niels Damgaard. He must be hoping to also get on the podium today. Well, a good start, and straight down the middle. But has he done enough to make a full pull? No, just short. And he says, well, I had a problem with the engine. It altered the sound at the end. So just 3 for a pull-off final. Blue Rabbit, Booker Bruiser and John Deere. And first into the arena will be Blue Rabbit. Henrik Svenningsen was second in last year's Nordic Championships in Norway and then 6th at the European Championships that were held at Herning. So on a good day, with a following wind, anything is possible. Quite good speed, and he's keeping it straight. And a nice pull from Blue Rabbit. 91.11 is the distance. And Henrik was happy with that. Now we'll have to see how he shapes up against the other two. Booker Bruiser has a 7-point advantage over John Deere in the points table, which of course he wants to build on. He looked pretty impressive in his qualifying run. And this also looks good. Oh, but dying a bit at the end. He needs 91.12 to take the lead. 92.48, that is our new leader. But for how long? Since the engine change, John Deere has really moved up a gear. He's put all the weight he can on the front to keep it down. But why worry if he can pull like that? And that is definitely longer than Booker Bruiser. He looks across, he knows he's won. 98.96 for John Deere, 6.5 meters longer than Bruiser. And here's the final result, with Bambino, Giganti and Guard Special out of the podium places. In the points table, the gap has narrowed to just 4, and Bambino is 1 ahead of Blue Rabbit. So here are the 3 lucky lads, and I asked Rasmus if he was happy.
Yes, we still need more weight in the front.
It's the final class now, 4.5 ton modifieds, and these are the competitors. 7 to the start, and Fox, the overwhelming favourite to take maximum points today. Well, they've put 6 tons in the weight box and 4 tons on the pan below, and the sledge itself weighs 12.4 tons. Now this is Black Lady with Lars Olsen behind the wheel. It's a Transmash R6 which gives him 1,000 horsepower. Making a valiant effort, but the sledge gets the better of him. And Black Lady records 76.89. It's after 8 in the evening here, and there's still plenty of people enjoying the action. Jesper Madsen seems to be having problems getting No Name into gear, but he's got it. He struggled a bit this season, and he's currently in 6th place in the championship. Not too much speed. But a good attempt from No Name. 67.54 for Jesper Madsen. Now this is Fox. 5 V8 Oldsmobile, giving them at least 7,500 horses. That's Martin Larsson. And they have a full program of events outside of Denmark, so this is one of their rare appearances on home ground. Belting out the power, making it look easy. So a full pull to Fox. And Martin said, well, that's the first full pull in this class. Let's see if anyone else can do it. Otherwise, it'll be our second win of the day. So 3 more to pull. This is Il Tempo Giganti with Jan Rasmussen. He's got at least 5,500 horsepower less to play with than Fox. So I think Jan will find it hard going. This will sneak into the 70s, I think. Yes, 72.29 for Il Tempo, and that gives him 3rd place at the moment with 3 more to pull. Sledderhund is the next to pull, and this is Leif Johansson. It was built last year, and he's quite a way down the points table this season. Off he goes. Oh, and he's going off over and out at about 30 meters. As Kenneth Dahl, the announcer, is quick to point out. He said, well, we've tuned the engine a bit, and because we were behind in the points, we decided to make a big effort. I couldn't hold it in, and that's why I'm here now. So, Sledderhund is disqualified, and now there are only 2 left to pull. This is Big Mama with Søren Dahl. Full steam ahead for the man from Vilsum near Hobro. Søren needs 76.9 to move into 2nd place behind Fox. Oh, and I'm sure he's done it. Let's see the scores. Yes, Big Mama is 2nd. These are the Kiss Misses getting ready for the presentation, and this is Metal Boy, the last to pull. Mats Hansen in charge, and he's sliding dangerously to his right. Oh, and he clips the chalk. He says, I didn't mean to go out. My brakes are not that good, especially on the right. And there you can see the chalk on the wheels, and he is disqualified. So that gives us this result. Fox taking the honours, Big Mama is 2nd with Black Lady 3rd. And in the point standings, Big Mama takes over the lead from Metal Boy, and we're still only halfway through the season. Søren, Martin and Lars acknowledging the applause, so it was a perfect weekend for the Fox team.
Yeah, it's perfect. 2 first place, and so that's nice. 2 track and 2 full pull and 2 first place.
Yeah, nice full pull to Fox. And a special mention to Hobo and Stefan Iversen. Take a look at this winning run in the Superstocks. Braking hard to avoid going off, getting unbalanced, and really giving the crowd value for money. And his father will pick up the bill. Let's see it again in slow motion. But the win did edge him past Blue Power and to the top of the point standings. Ooh, nasty. Don't forget to try and pop along to one of the remaining events. You'll really enjoy it. This is Roger England saying enjoy your pulling and stay safe. Bye.